You guys can do the intros. I'm done.
All right. In the bottom left-hand side, it's the blue Zerg player. He didn't make a single drone so far until I started speaking. It's Solar.
All right, and in the top right corner is the Finnish Zerg player playing for Ents. It's Serral.
All right, guys.
My boy Serral.
We've got a 12 pool. I know you guys want to talk about it real quick, but let's say, hypothetically speaking, Serral defensive convincingly, he wins the tournament. What do you guys think the tweet is going to be from Serral? Played pretty good today, something like that. Or you guys think he's satisfied with his performance?
Another championship, very happy, and exclamation mark at the end.
Yeah,
Hashtag East for Ents, of
happy with
course.
my play. Yeah, happy with my play. Won another one, or back to back maybe because he won the one
back to
before
back
as
to
well.
back to back. Back to back.
Yeah.
Wait, how many home story cups did he win in a row?
He won 3 in a row, and he won the first stay-at-home Story Cup. So if he wins this one, this is the 5th one in a row.
Yeah, okay. So that's how yeah, 5 in a row.
Yeah.
Back to back to back.
Yeah, he's gonna. Oh, guys. Oh, here we go again. Well, you guys were angry at us for missing game 1. Don't worry, I'm angry too. But it doesn't matter. We're gonna have the same thing all over again. But this is a much bigger map than Everdream, though, guys.
Man, I actually wouldn't have minded this if he went for the bottom path of the map because there's no overlord. Like this is a new map, so you don't know how to send your overlords yet. And he could have avoided both overlords, but
Actually, that would be sick.
but this is just not good. Like he's gonna go for the ones where he only leaves 1 drone and he's only gonna make what 1 or 2 spines, max. But you can just go to the natural on this map, like the
And look,
yeah,
what Serral is doing is already sending 1 drone, so he builds a spine in the natural. Oh, but okay. So Solar reacts. That's good.
Leaves 1 circling behind. I mean, Solar obviously has a lot of units right now in the main base. He's actually going for the cocoons over here. Eventually decides to kind of try to target the drones. When is the right moment for Serral to engage? Once the links hatch?
No, I think
Serral should just go to the natural.
he should just go to the natural. Yeah.
Shouldn't fight. He really shouldn't fight.
Oh,
That's a mistake.
that's a lot of drones. Well, the links are a little bit late for Serral. He's already lost 11 drones, but there's still a couple of circlings left for Solar, and that spine crawl is more than halfway done. The queen is about to hatch, but Serral's got no circlings.
Man, I think Serral was overconfident. There was no reason for him to fight. The moment he goes to his natural and just goes there, the spine will never actually participate in a fight. So yeah, I think he was overeager there because he probably thought the same as you.
It's not over. He's actually not in this one.
Spines are strong though.
Oh my god.
And in the bottom right, he feels like it's his time to be a little bit cheeky. Starting with a 12 pool, it is Serral.
Starting with a 12 pool.
Yep, Miko, 12 pooling on Golden Wall. Talk to us. Do you like this or not?
Well, personally, I 12 pool on Golden Wall. Is that like with a gas or just normal?
No, he's no gas, mate.
So 12 pool there is kind of a meta game. Like you're hoping that Solar does something stupid, like taking a gold base first. You're hoping for some meta game here. But if Solar just takes a normal hatch first in the natural, then it's not good. Like it's not really good.
Yeah, the one reason this can be okay is because players sometimes send their overlord in a greedy path where you can avoid it with the links, so they will end up with 4 links instead of the 8 links that they usually have. So if he manages to avoid the overlords, it could be okay. But usually I'm with Miku here. Hatch first on a natural should beat this. But Solar sent his overlord there. His first overlord, if you look at it, usually you need to send it a little bit more to the top so you can see the Zerglings coming. So this is just, I mean, it's an unnecessary greed. You don't really lose anything by it. But
Isn't the second overlord enough?
No,
No,
he's
he
not
won't
going
see
to
it.
see it either. He's sending it to the center. So Solar has no idea about the fact that he's being 12 pooled at this point. He's even sending out another drone.
no, this is just to mine because it's oversaturated.
All right.
Now he realized, and yeah, this is what I was talking about. Now he only has 4 links on the way instead of 8, which is the normal
Gonna have to
amount
pull
of
some
Zerglings
drones.
that you have. So yeah, so he puts a lot of drones.
Well, Serral is obviously expanding on his side of the map, so this is not as crazy as the 12 pools we saw out of Solar, but this is still getting a little dicey. That hatchery is taking a lot of damage. The Zergling count is high here for Serral. Solar obviously wants to buy some time. That hatch is running super low, Lambo. Oh, he's gonna get it.
Yeah, he's gonna get it. He won't escape with the Zerglings. Actually, he might, because the drones are running back. They didn't try to waste more mining time to go for this round.
Wow.
So Solar says, okay, you know what? Let me just try to take the gold base to come back. I know with this opening you most likely won't have Zergling speed. Solar actually is doing a big mistake. He kept the overlord over Serral's natural, and he's gonna lose it. That's actually a massive Massive mistake.
Wow.
Yeah,
I mean,
what a mistake.
because not in the game, he's like, God, what a
I
noob.
can't believe he made that mistake.
Well, that Overlord is the Overlord actually lives for now, because the Zerglings gonna try to buy some time, but the Queens are gonna hunt it down. I actually think that Solar keeps it alive, guys.
Well, yeah, he actually barely kept life. He did sacrifice some links for it, but I think that's okay. That's a good judgment call there by Solar.
No.
And
Lambo, I've got to ask you real quick, because obviously I remember Reina against Serral, Game 5 of TSL. I think it was Reina who went for the hatch first. He lost the hatchery in his EVZ 12 pool, and people told me, like, you're never supposed to win. If you lose the hatchery against the 12 pool while the 12 pool player is expanding, you're never supposed to win. Do you agree with that statement?
no, I think he was fine because he lost literally nothing and killed all the Zerglings with this round.
Mm-hmm.
I think then usually the game is completely even.
Okay.
Because you can double expand and you're gonna be behind in mineral income for a bit, but then the opponent doesn't get a third base up for a while, you have a little bit more life, but it usually evens out.
If you compare it to this scenario where Solar's response is obviously not a double expand, but he's taking the gold instead on Golden Wall, like, how do you read this scenario then?
I think it honestly might be okay, because if he just makes roaches now, so what Serral wants to do against this is obviously to just push with 2 gas, Queen Roach. This is the way he wants to punish this.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wow.
Solar also went for the super early Roach run, which I loved, but then he started his own lair, which is a little bit greedy.
I find that crazy, actually. The fact that Solar decides to start a lair here while he knows that Serral knows he took the gold base, like, I think it's always likely that people want to punish gold bases being taken very early. Solar is going to get a spine crawler up at least, but yeah, that lair feels a little insane to me.
Yeah, I think he cancelled it now. That's a really
okay.
good call. Now, of course, the rush distance is shorter for Serral than it usually would be, and the reinforcements of Solar will actually take quite some time to get there. Both players without link speed, so we're going to say slow roaches and slow links duking it out. We also will have a bunch of transfuse energy for Serral.
Yeah, the 3 queens here should help out quite a bit. I mean, they have quite a bit of energy. They do have to go up a ramp, but there is an Overlord that could maybe go forward a little bit. There's a second spine crawler going up now as well, but it's kind of touching the first one, so Corrosive Bow might be able to do damage on both of them. Saros is going to settle for the first spine for now. Every second that goes by is a good one for Solar because he's got that gold. But with the 3 queens here, I kind of like the fight for Serral at first. As long as he can keep these queens alive. Lambo, how are you reading this?
No, I think it's really good. As long as Solar holds, he's in a fantastic position because he has the +1 about to finish. And even though they're on the same drone count, Solar is mining from a gold base. And I think he is starting to do it here. Serral, meanwhile though, took his own gold base, so it's not like Solar will have roach speed after this because he cancelled the lair. The huge advantage that Solar has right now is this 1 missile attack upgrade, but if that's enough to push over to the other side of the map and kill him, I'm not sure.
I mean, Serral's 5 roaches ahead at this point and still has that Ravager alive as well. Whoa, oh, I love it. I love it, Lambo. Serral's gonna mine out the middle here and he's gonna send the Ravager to the other side of the gold mineral line so he can spam corrosive balls. Oh my goodness, I'm in love. I actually just fell in love.
And I mean, this is gonna be super annoying for Solar, who doesn't have link speed. Usually you can just send some Zerglings there to deal with it, but I mean, spines can't get into the little in between the minerals. So
oh, he's got the queen with the corrosive ball.
God.
Can you believe that? Insane. Solar losing the queen here. The spine will buy a little bit of time, but this one Ravager is actually kind of messing up Solar at this point. Oh my God, can you hear the audience, Solar? Or excuse me, Lambo. It's like MVP, MVP. Everybody's shouting it right now, man. They're loving the Ravager. Look at this single Ravager winning this game pretty much for Serral. This is insane.
Yeah, this is insane.
Another one.
There's nothing Solar can do because he doesn't have more roaches than his opponent. So the moment he tries to run there with his roaches, Serral will just intercept him mid-map.
I just heard Gabe from the other room. He's like, that's a game-winning move. I was like, I know, Gabe. I'm with you. Oh my God, 15 kills on this Ravager. Serral mining out the center of Golden Wall. Make it another one. This board can't be stopped. Oh my goodness. I mean, I feel sad for Solar, but this is insane.
He gets swept out.
Yeah, he gets retired, man. Like, this is MJ on his last legs. He's like, take a moment, you know. We need you. We need you next to him as well. Another Ravager shows up. Serral has just created a pretty big advantage for himself. He now finds the roaches of Solar in the center of the map as well. Golden Wall always treats us on some magic. Wow.
Yeah, and Serral, he didn't really tech up. He just took the gold base and kind of kept making roaches to keep this middle position. And with that mount he might more, he just has way more units than Solar now. And I think we're about to crown our back-to-back-to-back-to-back Home Circuit Cup champion.
Oh, GG guys.